latest, hottest, four-door, sportiest, coupiest, the XF.
Coupiest, I like that. Coupiest.
We have aluminum, we have coupiest. I recognize the hood.
Yes.
From my last Jag.
Yeah, supercharged.
So what are we talking about here?
It's the XFR-S, 5-litre V8 supercharged, 550 horsepower, front engine, rear wheel drive obviously. It's been set up suspension-wise, it's all set up to take the power, bigger brakes, more cooling, etc. So it's really the hot rod version of the XFR.
Yeah, yours was 510, which we thought was already fast as can be. It's 550 horse, but you've obviously changed some of the aerodynamics and stuff.
Yeah, we had to.
You're not going to miss the wing in the back.
This thing goes up to 300k, which is about 190 miles an hour.
Wow.
So you got to get downforce in the front, and the more you put in the front, the more you got to put in the back. And what this is about is stability. You know, it's not just about pure aero and CDs. It's about stability. So when you're doing 300 kilometers an hour, 190 miles an hour, this thing's as straight as a die, and that's why we need the wing. There's very few cars this type
at 190 miles an hour, which we do all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Now wait, when they come here to the US, are they limited to 155? I feel like everything's limited to 155.
Well, all the previous one was, yeah, but basically that's a rule that stemmed from the kind of European agreement that 155 was the best top speed for any car. But you know, a few of the German brands started to kind of move away from it. It's thought we better move away from it too, because although top speed is probably not something that's so important these days, it does have bragging rights, so people like it.
Yeah.
And the interior is beautiful. The seats look like they have a carbon fiber woven into the bolsters. I don't know how you get that effect. I don't know if that is carbon fiber material.
It's leather,
but it's
actually.
Great. It has a great looking finish on it. And it's vented, which I love. I mean, the Jag interiors have never been an issue. But now the power plant is as good as the interior is, and the shape and design is as good as the interior is.
It is. It sounds good too. But what was nice with the XF platform was it was strong enough to take this much power. We knew that at the very beginning. And it's a very tough, very strong car. So
and this is a
550 horsepower.
Sort of monocoque aluminum.
Yeah. It's some aluminum, but mostly steel. This one. It's steel construction. But
I think the hood. I can't remember where the hood pop was.
It should be under there somewhere.
I feel like. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like we should take a look at the.
This is a fun bit. This is where you open to look at the engine, and you don't see all the engine really.
It's warm under here.
So it's packed full.
Yeah.
Underneath that cover, there's a 5-litre V8 with a supercharger.
It's the intercooler is it upside down, or is the intercooler in the valley of the engine?
They're all down in the front end. The intercoolers are down there, and the actual charger is sitting in the top between the V.
With that twin screw supercharger, all that torque is very, very low in the RPM
very low,
range.
Yeah.
Right.
Like 2,500, 3,000 RPM, somewhere around there.
Use it instantly. Yeah.
And the thing that's just
piping.
insane, if you've been around as long as we've been around, the idea that you have 550, drive it every day, sit in traffic, middle of August in Los Angeles in traffic, no overheating problems, air conditioning blasting, just 550 horsepower. Can you imagine the idea of your wife driving around a car that had 550 horsepower back in the 70s? You know,
it'd be a monster, wouldn't it?
Right, it'd have open pipes and stacks sticking out. It looked like
shooting fire.
Supercharger at the top.
Looked like Hemi under glass. But 550.
It's easy to drive. You can drive it. You can just drive it softly around town. It's fine, and it's there when you want it. That's a nice thing. That's a great thing about driving.
I tell you,
what
I love doing with my kids in the car, especially is I drive my 550 horsepower car around very tamely all day, but then every once in a while there's that ramp that transitions from this freeway to that freeway, and it looks wide open, and just that. It's funny, it's so visceral, but kids, my 7-year-old twins, that feeling of being pushed back in the seat, it's something that transcends age and gender and everything else.
Moment, don't
yes, it's just that
feeling of getting kicked back.
That's how you get them to sit down. Stop kicking Daddy's chair, hit the gas, and
Mom, guess what Dad did?
That's right. I had that. I had that.
They ratted on you?
Do not tell, and squealed, sung like a bird.
I really like the contrast in this. It's very simple, it's very straightforward, but take all the chrome out of it. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's throaty.
Quad pipes.
Quad, got the diffuser in the.
Gives that little roar when you first start.
Rev it again.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got
the V8.
The gurgle too.
Why do the cars get limited on like about 4,000 RPM when you just rev it like this in neutral now?
It's not warm, right?
No, it is warm.
This will go up to 6. This will go up to 6 if you really want to push it.
I think a lot of the
don't
cars
want
we
to.
notice that when they're in a parking lot and park, they limit their revs.
Well, listen.
But it sounds awesome, right?
Yeah. As much as you may hate the New York Yankees, they're such an iconic brand that you're always kind of rooting for them. And you may not want them to win the World Series, but when you find out that they've put together a couple of bad years, you kind of, as a fan of baseball, even if I'm not a Yankees fan, I'm kind of like, I'd like to see them doing it. And for me, Jag is so iconic that I'm always happy when they're back and doing what they're doing. You know, I don't need that with Hyundai. But with Jag, when Jag had a couple of lean years, or when Aston Martin had a couple of lean years, I'm just like, it breaks my heart because you want, you always want there to be a Ferrari. And even when Lamborghini was going, like, you want there to be you want to live in a world where there is a Jag and is a Lamborghini, where you don't have to explain to your kids, oh, they used to make a cool car before it all went away. So Mazel tov.
We're back to cool again, I think. I'd like to think we're back to cool again.
Yeah.
Yes, you're back to cool again, and now if you're driving an Audi or BMW, it's a little pedestrian. You want that Jag. All right, so I know we're going to see you at the event tonight.
Yeah. What's the website for? Is it Jaguar Cars?
Jaguar.com or
JaguarUSA.com.
You'll find out all about it on there, I believe.
So much new product and so much cool product. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Ian Callum. And Matt, the moderator, DeAndrea, saying keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.